Today, we get to send this little penguin into space, by whatever means seem appropriate in that particular moment. And since we only have $10 to work with, we're gonna get him a spring-loaded coil, which probably doesn't have a lot of power, but it would be wildly dangerous. And that looks something like that. He flies into the air, but not very high, and then the wind blows him sideways. Then he crashes back down to his death. But while we do appreciate his sacrifice, the $17 we earned is far more important, because we could use that to give his coil even more power and therefore more danger, but we need to give him a body. So a trash can is available, and that's more than good enough for him.
I'm trash.
In theory, this should make him launch a little bit higher, for reasons that I don't yet understand. That's as high as we got, we're going back down. But we earned $20 this time, all thanks to a trash can, and we can still upgrade things from here. So let's go ahead and give the coil a little upgrade, maybe even 2 upgrades because we can afford it. And then we're going to see the difference it made. I should be paying more attention to the drag to make sure we're going up at an optimal rate, but we're a penguin in a garbage can so far, so it's going to be kind of what it is. But that's another $30, we're going to put that to good use. We're going to give him a booster of some kind, like an auxiliary rocket. Or a pressurized gas, that sounds more dangerous. Let's maybe try that. He's either going to make me money or explode in wild fashion. And you can see the progress we've been making, aside from the first 2 when I didn't actually leave the ground, but we're making more points every single time. The higher we get, the more money we're gonna make. There we go. How does the booster work? Okay, that's how it works. It's able to get us just about as high as a kite. So we're already earning $44. 44 entire dollars for launching a penguin into the sky. Do that in real life and they'll just kick you out of the zoo. We're also going to add a balloon for a stage. I'm not really sure why, but I assume I can use it as another booster. And then we're going to upgrade our coil to make sure he hits orbit. Also the balloon. And the trash can. We can afford so many upgrades already. And they're slowly but surely paying off. We're already up to 3,300. This one should get us even higher because we've got upgraded everything plus a few boosters. I'm just going to point him straight upwards and he's already out. I don't know if we did better or worse there. That's not bad. We got $60. I don't know what we got bonus earnings for, but we got them. And with our earnings, we're going to upgrade the coil one more time for $40 and then the balloon one more time. That last one was actually a considerable boost. That was an extra 1,000 feet is probably what we're measured in. The extra 1,000 units into the sky. And there we go. We hit 5,500 this time, which is good enough for $80 already. That's actually climbing pretty quick. So let's upgrade our pressurized gas and maybe upgrade his trash can a little bit. Maybe we should give him something better than a trash can. Or maybe he should earn something better than a trash can. How high are we going to go? We're going to steer kind of with the wind because there's no point fighting it. I think we broke over 6,000 feet there, but I was more so watching my penguin. We broke records absolutely everywhere for $88. So let's sell the trash can because we can now afford an ejector seat. Gives you a boost when you run out of fuel. So we're going to rocket as high as we can. We're going to lose our speed, then we're going to launch the penguin further up. And hopefully this time we can break 6,000 feet. Or finally kill this penguin. Boosters are on, we're going to the top. Gonna steer with the wind slightly, and we launched him. 7,000 feet. That's way better. $120 for our effort. And I just found another store that I can boost my income for every day, so I'm gonna do this many times, and that's hopefully gonna give us some extra money. Then we're gonna upgrade the pressurized gas, and maybe even give us another booster if we can afford it. Let's get a second balloon. Then we're gonna upgrade that a few times. We're gonna go high on this one. I hope we can break 8,000 this time, going straight to the top. There's 6,000, coming up on 7,000. We haven't even ejected him yet. Oh, I gotta re-click to do my other booster. There's 8,000 and almost 10,000, which was good enough for $230, which means we can upgrade our ejector seat one time only because that's actually really expensive, but that's fine. Because I feel like we can break 10,000 if we do this just the right way. We're gonna add our second booster there. We're going up. That kite might have boned us. And how do we eject him? There we go, just over 10,000, and he falls to his death. And there's $240. I think we should maybe get a better launcher at this point. We're gonna go ahead and sell this, and we actually have a lot of options. The coil had 170 base power, things like the slingshot of 450, the cannon is 300, the grenade is 720, so I think we maybe have a winner. Whatever the Russian roulette is has power 777, but I feel like that's not going to work out super well for us yet. Let's start with a grenade and see how that goes, and also more pressurized gas. So the number to beat so far is 10,000. And we'll see how this goes. Okay, that seems simple enough, and okay, that's simple enough. Up he goes. We're going to add the boosters right away. Not sure if that's good or bad, but I don't really care. We just broke 12,000 already, so we're gonna make some money. 16,500. 60% increase in one single run, which is good enough for $372. So I'm thinking we should probably upgrade some other things. Let's maybe get rid of our weaker balloon and hopefully replace it with, oh, look at all this stuff. Maybe just a good old-fashioned sonic burst. I feel like the sonic burst is going to be a lot of fun. I'm sure our heroic penguin also agrees with that statement. Straight up the middle. And about ready to activate our sonic burst, which is just one big kablamo, and then the rocket seat rockets him even higher for almost 19,000. Otherwise known as $400. So then let's go ahead and upgrade the grenade, because that's going to boost us even higher. Not entirely sure how much one single upgrade is going to do, but they're getting expensive, so we're going to have to make do with whatever we got. Straight to the top. And he launched off his seat, 20,500. Which earned us some new money, but I'm wondering if we can take our riches and maybe let's lose the ejector seat because I'm not loving that anymore. We can find something more like... Our rocket kit sounds fun. Then we can even upgrade it once. This just looks a lot better. That looks like it would actually fly a little higher. And I feel like if we can make him naturally fly better, well, that's kind of the point of the game, really. We can't eject him anymore, but I'm not super worried about that. And I just realized we also lost one of our boosters. But the rocket's working great. Even without the boosters, we got 22,000, which was good enough for $500. So that's another grenade upgrade, which costs 300 by itself. And we can add another booster over here if we want, like maybe fins? I don't know what most of these do, so I'm just going to click on things. But that seems to work out pretty well for me. We're on a pretty good upwards trend. So let's see the difference the fins can make. We landed it right in the green zone. Up he goes. That launched him pretty hard upwards. So we're already breaking 18,000. We've got a little ways to go. We're going to be super rich. All from trying to get a penguin into space. Not sure who's funding this, but I don't care. And we took out a bird at 26,000 feet. So let's upgrade the rocket again. And then maybe the fins one more time. Which is going to leave us somewhere around 26,000 feet because I kind of had an iffy start. 27,000. And that was worth $700. So let's maybe remove the grenade now and find something better. Like explosives. Pretty much the same thing, just bigger. The box goes boom and the penguin goes up. I probably couldn't have said it better myself. Also, we're going to sell the pressurized gas because that's a low level item and give him maybe a multi-rockets? If it's anything like a multivitamin, it's going to be unpleasant but do wonders. And we no longer have to guide him at the beginning. The explosives just straight up launch him. So we're going to keep working our way up and he's looking better than ever before. Though we might need to upgrade this a few times to be able to get to where the grenade was taking us. But that's okay, we're 23,500. To upgrade the explosives is $800? What have I done? I made a good choice, that's what I've done. And we're gonna activate the boosters now. I wonder if it matters when. I always activate them right away, but maybe I should wait because this one seems to be better already. But that might just be the bigger explosives and all that. Drifting back, there's 28,000 and 29,000. Everything's so expensive to upgrade now. I'm going to give him multi-level rockets. Then next time we're going to upgrade his rocket kit to something better. But for now we're putting him back into space. There's almost 30,000. So then let's trade out the rocket kit for maybe a jet. We have a jet, plus explosives, plus balloon, sonic burst, multi-rocket spins, and whatever we're about to buy here. Maybe some mini helpers? I'm not entirely sure what those are, but we need to upgrade our explosives again. And then even the jet ones. It's been 22 days along our journey. We haven't broke 30,000, but I think we're probably about to. Yeah, this looks more serious. Do not cut the red wire, Private. Cut the red wire. Got it. Straight to the moon. We're already at 20,000, so we're looking pretty good. Just gotta kind of keep it going straight. There we go. Not entirely sure what's happening anymore, but there's 31,000 and 32,000. Just about 33,000 in our fancy jet, which was good for almost $1,000 by itself. Let's upgrade the sonic burst and then the mini helpers, and then that's it for the moment. Then we'll see exactly how far it is we can take him. Going up, we just broke 32,000 and 33,000 for yet another $1,000. So let's maybe upgrade the jet one more time. I guess we could actually see what happens. We get a 10% increase to top speed when we do that, and I kind of like a fast top speed. So let's see if we can spot the difference. It's pretty quick off the bat. Takes us to 22,000 before slowing down too much. And it boosted us up to about probably 36,000. We should probably get rid of this old balloon as well. I forgot it had been sitting there for a while and replace it with something like an RPG because that just sounds wildly dangerous. Then I'm going to upgrade this sonic burst and then we're good to go. I don't know how good this is going to go, but we have an RPG helping us now, so we're definitely going up in a big hurry. And we got a few of those that give us one big singular boost. But that put us up to 35,000 already, so we're going to make some money. I didn't even make $1,000 on that one. We need more explosives. A lot of this does depend on exactly what we hit right away, because I didn't hit as much on this, and we hit about 43,000 feet. 44,000, and there's even a hot air balloon. But that's because I didn't hit too many birds on the way up. That one was worth $1,200. Let's get rid of these fins and replace them with something like a repeller? What do you think a repeller is? Oh, I see this. And we're in the sky. And that catapulted us up to about 43,000 feet, maybe even more. I like how we launch things basically into space without any thoughts on how they're going to land again. They just crash down and die. So that means we need more explosives. And these beginnings are getting pretty haywire because that jettisoned us up to 38,000 feet before slowing down. So this is going to be, well, it was going to be a pretty good one until we hit every idiot in the sky. But that's really more so their problem than mine. We broke 50,000 feet though. And since we have $1,400, maybe it's time we trade out the jet for something better. Let's maybe try the escape pod. I feel like that combined with even more explosives probably going to be the way to go. It even changed the way it looks. Alright, the number to beat is 50,000 and we already hit 44,000, so that shouldn't be too bad. Provided we stop running into idiots. And we have an open top space capsule, so as soon as he runs into something, including the ground, he's going to be turned into goo. Especially after a 58,000 foot drop straight onto the dome. But that was worth $1,700, but the escape pod cost $2,800 per level to upgrade. So let's give the RPG a few little boosts. Then we're going up again. Still going strong at 60,000, just about 62. So I guess we'll just upgrade rockets, repeller, and that's it. For $2,200 in a single run. I want to do that one more time to get a better escape pod. Which will probably be worth it because it's going to get a lot more top speed, pod power, and also pod fuel. And then we'll upgrade the RPG one more time to level 5.
Blow your mind.
And that's going to look something like this. Very quickly up, gotta make sure we're pointed straight as much as we can be despite the fact we're hitting every goddamn bird in the sky. But you know, we're already at 65,000 feet, so we'll be alright. There's 77,000, touch the hang glider on the way by, almost 80. $2,500 for that though. I want to get my explosives maxed out. $3,000 for the next upgrade, so it's probably going to be $7,000 in total that I need. But considering we just hit 88,000 and we're about to hit a helicopter, we're going to make that quick. Oh, that's a new helicopter as I knock it out of the sky. The big things up here at 90,000 feet are kind of hard to avoid. They're very big. I'm always happy to hit stuff, but I prefer to do it on my way back down. Apparently 9 was the max level. So we're going to go ahead and upgrade the escape pod once, and then also maybe the multi-level rockets 2 more times, which seem to have upgraded them in a different way, and then also the mini helpers. So I'm predicting big things here. Let's see what we get. Oh, our mini helpers are even coming on the rocket with us this time. Okay, we hit 80,000 already, so this might hit 100. I'm very much hoping it does. There goes the RPG to give us a little boost, and then we go buy this fuel for a little bit. Hopefully not hitting any banana planes along the way. But there's 100,000. We're going to go so much higher with a few more upgrades. 111, which is worth $4,000 by itself. So let's upgrade the rockets 3 more times to max level. That brought us all the way up to 117,000. We got $4,400 to spend on pretty much all the upgrades. Well, we go for 1 of each. And just for fun, I decided to save up about $20,000 to see how many upgrades I could buy for my escape pod. Probably not a lot, but we turned it orange and brought it to the max level, and then we're going to bring the sonic burst up 2 times. So we have a max level escape pod and max level explosives. Also on top of a max level RPG, so this is probably going to be a pretty good launch to begin with. Yep, that feels pretty good. We're going pretty high. Kind of a shame we hit stuff along the way, but we're already at 88,000 feet. And we got a big boost from one of our boosters, so we just broke 125,000 feet. We've got to be getting close to space now, because look how high we are. We're at almost 150,000 until this idiot decided to get in the way. 7,500 though. So let's keep going with the sonic burst, because I think that's what catapulted us so high. That definitely seems to have helped with the exception of that idiot, but we just broke 150. But I definitely want to max level Sonic first. We can't get there yet, so we're going to go for more mini helpers. Then more multi-rockets. We're getting so much money every run we can get all sorts of upgrades, which means an even faster start. Definitely hit some things along the way, but we got 169. I think we're at the final level for Sonic first, so that's at max, but let's also take out the repeller and replace it with something better, like maybe the F1 bell nozzle, which is at the bottom of the list and hopefully therefore the best of anything. Might or may not be stolen from human space shuttles. I like the sound of that. And all of that now looks like this at the beginning. And we got a proper nose on the rocket and big thrusters out the back. So there's 88,000 already, plus a helicopter. And then we're just kind of cruising up past 150, probably ready to hit a blimp or something equally as annoying. The trick I'm finding now, as you can tell here, is trying to get through this initial stage without hitting anything else. Because if my rocket turns upside down, I thrust myself back into the ground in a big hurry, and that's very counterproductive. We finally got a very good launch, so that took us over 170. This one probably over 180, as long as I watch out for the asteroids. There's 185. And we even got an indicator that we're close to reaching space. But since we are getting close, let's sell the escape pod and go to the bottom of the list for the space shuttle. That seems like it would be something that would make sense for getting to space in, and we have $31,000 left over because of all the upgrades. So we're gonna buy max level space shuttle. And that actually comes with full stages and boosts. So we could buy whatever we want for either side, but I only want the good stuff now. We're going to get a shuttle reactor next. Or I can accidentally click on a Banshee and we're going to buy one of those. But I feel like this is going to take us pretty high. Well, so far we're at 80,000, so yep, feeling a little underwhelmed so far. You think for a top level shuttle it would take us to where we're going, but maybe that's because you need to add all the boosts to it. And I think I have an idea. Not sure how this is going to go. But for now, we're going to buy a shuttle reactor, then we're going to sell the Banshee, and replace it with probably a Sonic Burst, because I feel like that's doing a lot of work to get us into space right now. I also added 2 more jet engines from space shuttles from humans, that way we have 4 of them. Well, these 2 parts are pretty good so far, but I feel like my shuttle is very heavy, and we're just having trouble getting the power we need to get it up. So let's get rid of the explosives and give it a nuclear reactor launcher. That would probably work better. Its power is 2600, so if this doesn't get things up, nothing will. Level 5 nuclear reactor. I just realized there is actually a weight rating, so I should probably be paying more attention to things like weight, but we have a nuclear reactor, so I don't care anymore. We're going straight to the moon. Well, that put me off with quite a bit of force. We're still too heavy. I might have to take some parts off and make it lighter. Yeah, we're actually doing worse than we were earlier, despite all these very expensive upgrades, so I'm gonna make some changes. We're just gonna get rid of the space shuttle altogether. We're going back to whatever we were using earlier, the escape pod, because that's definitely lighter. We're 28 pounds now. We're gonna upgrade the life out of that, then also the nuclear reactor as many times as we can. Then we're gonna see if that'll get us to space. I have a good feeling about this one. Whoa, it's definitely a lot more uncontrollable, but we already broke 100,000, so we're onto something. I guess it's all about finding just the right parts that all work together to be light enough but strong enough to get us upwards. There's 177, so just a matter of fine-tuning, really. But we can increase our multi-rockets to their max level, and then maybe even a bell nozzle. At least one time, and we'll see how close this gets us. Then we also just have to hope for a good launch. Not quite, but we're getting closer. We're within about 10,000 feet. We just maxed out the mini helpers. It's just a matter of fine-tuning things until we get it right. Or getting luckier at the beginning and not pushing ourselves downwards at any point. But I feel like that's going to be kind of inevitable at this point. We're just hoping for the best through this stage. But I might also increase one of my other boosters, because this one is the RPG, which isn't that good. This one, however, is, so I need a second one of those. Getting closer with every run, though. We're almost within 5,000 feet of it now. Oh, we almost made it. Gravity's getting weaker. So let's get rid of this RPG, because we know that's not going to be good enough. We want the Sonic Burst. That's going to get us to where we're going. We're going to get as many levels at that as we can. And then we're going to upgrade the bell nozzle some more. I suspect that this will be the run we're looking for. And we had a pretty good start. Yeah, there we go. We're already at 170,000 feet. That was the best start we've ever had. And we haven't even used our... Oh, I guess we did use both of our boosters. That's why we got to 170,000 feet in an instant. That makes sense. And there's space. My penguin is officially left. And he's in an open air vehicle. Hopefully he makes it as far as the sun.